Hello once again, Bataj. So we talked about what communication is and what it depends on. That was occasion, mood, and audience. So this time we are going to talk about types of communication. So communication can be classified into three groups, one of which is formal and informal, another is verbal and non-verbal, and the third one has 5 subgroups, which go as intrapersonal, personal, interpersonal, public, and mass communication. We're gonna now elaborate on the 3 groups of types of communication. So the first one was formal and informal. So formal communication is the one which is always pre-planned, like always. And selection of words is what is majorly taken care of. An example of this could be a very formal speech, right? The speech is given at the UN. They are very formal. So that is formal communication. It is pre-planned, like you can see them having a sheet of notes with them. So they're prepared beforehand so they don't mess up. And selection of words is very much taken care of. You will very much notice that there are no slangs, no street language. On the contrary, informal communication is never pre-planned. It can be, but it's not as pre-planned as formal communication. Yes, you can, in informal communication, you can go through the things that you need to talk about, but you don't really plan it. Get it? Okay. And selection of words doesn't really matter. You can use slangs, you can use layman's terms, right? And an example of this could be a conversation between 2 friends or siblings that is very informal. Moving on to the second group, which was verbal and non-verbal communication. So verbal communication is the one that uses words. Like if I am talking, that is verbal communication, and it's just as simple as it is. Talking is verbal communication, or singing is verbal communication, right? And on the contrary, non-verbal communication does not require words or vocals of any kind. It is only and only your hand movements, your gestures, your eye movement, your eye contact, your body language, everything that is present at the time of communication in you other than words is a part of non-verbal communication that adds into the communication that you are having, right? Okay. And the third group, as I told you earlier, has subgroups, which were intrapersonal communication, personal communication, interpersonal, public communication, and mass communication. So intrapersonal communication can be talking to self. Now, how is that talking to self? It's not that you sit in a room and you start talking to yourself. Don't do that in public, obviously. But talking to self is you can take it as self-actualization. That can be intrapersonal communication, and it's basically more of when you are very nervous and you try to calm yourself internally in your head that it's okay, you're gonna do it, it's nothing impossible, right? So this is intrapersonal, which is talking to self. The second subgroup is personal communication, which is rather more intimate, and it is, you can say it's non-verbal because it can only be used as in text, citations, you can say, right? An example of these includes emails, text messages, right? Okay. So the third subgroup was interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication is you having a communication with another person, right? So interpersonal communication is basically having communication with somebody else and not with yourself. Intrapersonal was talking to self, and interpersonal is talking to somebody else, as it is one-to-one communication. Next is public communication. Public communication is basically live communication, and it is done between more than 7 people. If you're talking, you need to have more than 7 people in front of you in order to carry out public communication, and it should be live. There should be no pre-recorded lectures. There should be no pre-recorded speeches or something. Then we have mass communication, which includes everything, literally, print media, social media, electronic media. Every single thing that media has is a part of mass communication. Okay, so this is it for this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, signing off. Maskamwali Baji. Bye bye.